your vote in 2018 is every bit as important as your vote in 2016. Although I'm not sure I really believe that, but, you know. I don't know who the hell wrote that line.
That was President Trump last night at an event in Washington. All jokes aside, the midterms are a high priority for the GOP to make sure they do not lose any ground in Congress. Joining me right now is Republican National Committee Chairwoman Ronna Romney McDaniel. Ronna, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Always great to be here. Thanks for having me, Maria.
You know, it's feeling increasingly like this vote in November is just as important as it was in 2016.
It is. I mean, we are on an economic turnaround in this country. We are on a historic comeback, and we cannot lose that edge. And if we turn the House back over to the Democrats, we know what happens in Washington. It is closed for business for the American people. And if you want to continue to see jobs coming to this country, record unemployment, you want to see wages going up, we need to keep Republicans in the majority.
Well, Nancy Pelosi has already said, you know, when and if she becomes Speaker, her words, she's going to raise taxes and she's going to redo and take away the tax reform plan. So I don't know why she went so public saying that, but she's basically navigating this as far as saying she wants to redo what President Trump has put in place, and that includes raising taxes.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see the Democrat Party and where they're going right now. You saw last night the progressive wing of the party continues to win. What do they want? They want more government in your lives. They want you to take home less money in your paycheck. They want to shut down our economy. They want to go back to low economic growth, which we saw under the Obama administration. I don't think that's a winning strategy for the American people who are now seeing that their lives are better because of President Trump, because of the policies he's put forward. And I see it all across the country. People feel good about their lives. They feel like their jobs are better, their opportunities are better, and they're going to vote for the party that's putting that in place for them in November.
And yeah, we had four states yesterday in terms of primaries. One big race people were watching. A runoff is now set for the GOP gubernatorial race in Georgia. The winner faces Stacey Abrams, who is making history as the first black woman in the country to run for governor. What do you see as yesterday's primaries saying about where fundraising help is needed for the midterms on your side?
Well, in Georgia, we did see more Republicans turn out in the primary than Democrats. A 10-point margin in favor of Republican turnout. That's great for us in that state. We want to keep that governor's seat. Obviously, Nathan Deal, who's leaving the governor's mansion in Georgia, has done a great job, and we want to continue that trend for that state. What I'm seeing from an RNC perspective is that the money we're investing in the states we're in around the country, the 26 states we're in, is making a difference. Our turnout has been high in these primaries. Our generic ballot is narrowing. Yesterday, you saw for the first time Republicans leading in the generic ballot, which means that our message that we're taking to voters, that Republicans have delivered on promises, that our military is stronger, that ISIS is on the run, that we're putting in good judicial candidates on the bench, that your wages are up, that the economy is doing better, that we have more jobs. People are feeling that. They see it. There's more optimism out there, and they know that it's because of Republican leadership, because Democrats have sat on their hands the last year and a half. They voted against the tax cuts. And what are they putting forward as their vision for this country?
Well, they are resisting. The strategy is #resist. Now, I mean, you just mentioned the ballot, the generic ballot. This was for the first time this election cycle. Republicans led Democrats on the generic ballot. According to this new Reuters poll, 38% of registered voters would pick the Republican candidate if midterm elections were today. How important was that generic ballot?
I'm always skeptical of generic ballots because it always comes down to the two candidates. But to see that increase shows that voters overall are feeling better about Republican leadership. President Trump's numbers are strong. We at the RNC have been in 26 states. We're taking that message to the voters. It is resonating. We're seeing that in all of our battleground districts and states that we're in. That's an important advantage we've had with our record fundraising, doubling the DNC, to be on the ground early and convey to voters the difference that we're making in their lives through good policy in Washington.
And the president will attend a joint fundraiser between the RNC and the president's reelection campaign in New York tonight. Tell us about that. It's been another big month for fundraising for the RNC, raising $13 million in April. Was that a record for a non-presidential election year?
It is. We have broken every record for any political party in a non-presidential year, and a lot of that is because of President Trump. He brings an energy to our party at the small dollar level, and obviously tonight We're going to have a big fundraiser in New York. The other thing is President Trump is completely invested in these midterms. Not only is he going to help fundraise, he's going to be on the campaign trail. And you see him at a rally. There is nobody who energizes our base more than President Trump. And that's why we're seeing high turnout in these primaries. And beyond that, we're delivering. He made promises and he is keeping them, and the American people are taking notice.
So the money in April brings the net cash on hand to $43.8 million, crushing the DNC's total. That puts the RNC in a good position for the midterms. How do you spend that money? And also, in terms of the Democrats, there is a narrative that they are doing better in terms of small donations because the structure that basically President Obama set up to give money on an individual basis is very structured and very positive for the Democrats.
From an RNC perspective, we have $43 million cash on hand. We've raised $184 million. We've doubled the DNC, but their cash on hand is roughly $8 million. So how do you spend it? We're in battleground states. We're engaging our voter base, training volunteers, and then we're knocking doors and talking to voters one-on-one about the issues that matter to them. It is a huge difference maker in elections when you have the data on the voters, when you know what matters to them, and then you customize a plan to turn out each and every vote, because that's what it's going to come down to in November.
Yeah.
Which is the party that's best organized and able to turn out their voters and then win independents. And we are in the best position as the RNC than we have ever been going into a midterm. We've made more voter contacts, we've raised more money, we've trained more volunteers, and we're in more battleground states because we know how important it is to keep these majorities. If we don't keep them, our government will stall out, and all the great gains we have made under President Trump will be stopped by Nancy Pelosi and her partisan cronies in her party who don't want to work with this president at any level.
Yeah, well, even this FBI investigation, you know, they don't want to give up documents to the chairman of the committees, like a Devin Nunes, like a Trey Gowdy and Bob Goodlatte. They're waiting for the clock to run out because they're expecting that the leadership will turn and then the story goes away.
The best lesson we can send to Democrats in November is to restore Republicans to leadership, because then they're going to come to Washington and say obstruct and resist and delaying and stopping our government from functioning was not a winning tactic. We better start working with President Trump. He has reached his hand out time and time again to Democrats and said, I'm willing to work with you. And they have made the calculus that they are better off saying no and not working with this president because they think it'll be a winning strategy in November. If we rebuke that strategy, they will come to the table and work with this president going into 2020.
All right, we will leave it there. Ronna, good to see you. We'll be watching. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Ronna Romney McDaniel, thank you.